Buckle up and get ready for a roller coaster ride of some tasteless humor, lots of heart, and radical truth with two scrappy chicks. Because adulting is hard, but we are thinking that laughing about it is just so much easier. Okay, Real Housewives of Rhode Island. It's going to be two episodes. I'm behind because I was having back pain and sitting, sleeping, anything and everything was difficult. So this episode was the beginning of May because today is already the 17th. Okay, so in that episode, Kelsey sends a text to Joellen, Liz, and Alicia that she's moving out, broke up with her boyfriend. And then next we see Rosie is packing for the trip that the girls are going to take to a huge mansion in Newport. And she tells her husband she's the only person she's not on good terms with is Kelsey. So that was her only reservation of how this trip's going to go. And Rosie said she is usually the quiet one. Next we see Joellen at the boutique with her sister shopping for clothes. And they talk about how they miss the grandpa, and then they have a discussion about how Joellen did not have a good relationship with her mom, and her sister acknowledges that and told Joellen that she has changed the cycle because of what a good mother she is to her two kids. And I get that. Distance and dysfunction runs in my family, and I made sure that that won't happen with my two kids. But unfortunately, my dad had it, with his siblings, and I have it with mine, and it is what it is. Okay, so the girls go in vintage Rolls Royces to the mansion. They take several of them. This mansion is 100 years old, has two butlers, they're young, and they have a luncheon, and Alicia, who loves to collect dolls, everybody gets a doll, and they have lunch and tea with the dolls. Cute, but dolls aren't my thing, but that's Alicia's thing. Don't yuck someone's yum. So they talk about how, has anyone talked to Rula? Is she okay? And then they decide, well, she's not here. Let's not talk about her, which is nice. And for dinner, Liz has masks delivered to each girl, and each girl has to take off the mask and tell a story. What are they hiding behind the mask? And like Joellen talks about how she was sent away, not having a good relationship with her mom. Ashley said she doesn't have anything, but she cries that people will eventually die. Kelsey talks about her lifestyle, and that even though she's moving out, her boyfriend is still paying for things till she can get on her feet. Alicia said her grandparents took her in because her dad pretty much got rid of the house, and her mom and her had nowhere to go. I think with Liz, it was about the children, which is her stepchildren, and the good relationship she has with them. And maybe the times that her husband was away doing the fishing excursions, but now he sold the boat, so they'll have more time together. And I think that's all the girls, because like I said, Ruler wasn't there. So Kelsey and Rosie kind of get in a little conflict, and that's when where it ends there in this episode is Kelsey and Joellen are outside Ashley and Rosie's room listening to them talk. So that's where it ends in that episode. And then when it picks up, Kelsey's, they're getting ready for breakfast, and she's saying to Joellen, I want to see the house plans. I mean, who cares how big the house is going to be? Rosie said 5,000 feet. I mean, who cares? I don't know. Some people are just too, nosy petty. And Kelsey and Joellen come down. They look like I think they said they showered and put on makeup and brushed their teeth and that, where everyone else just came as they were in their pajamas. And it's a buffet style. Ashley loves buffets. And Rosie said she's not feeling good. All night she felt lousy, nauseous and stuff. So she eats very light. And later on, Rosie and Kelsey have a conversation, and Ashley's listening in, and they talk it out, and they're going to try to move forward, which I thought it was a good talk. So that's nice. Joellen and Alicia leave with the drama going on. They leave and they go bond and go into town and bond. And they kind of get close about where they share their stories. They're more in depth with each other on what happened, and they bond. So meanwhile, back at the house, there's a huge water slide that the girls are going down on, and they get the butlers to go with. And to go down the slide, it was funny. It looked like fun. And the funny thing about Alicia, I love how she says crackers, which is crackers, but her accent, she's so cute. Next we see Rula is in bed, sick, and I guess she went to immediate care. She's feeling dizzy in that. And then Liz walked off because she's older, and she's not into the let's flirt with the butlers going down the water slide. And then Ashley went and checked on her. They seem to have a good bonding conversation. So then the next thing the girls do is they're going on a boat, and the food looks phenomenal. And Ashley's been having issues back home. Her husband's away, and her mom and the nanny are taking care of the kids, and her one son, her older son, Dawson, has not been feeling good. So Ashley's been worried about that. So Ashley, unfortunately, has to leave, and she wasn't too far from home. And Dawson did go in the hospital, and he's doing better. But that's sad that, she had to leave, but, family first. So the girls have these cute matching heart glasses, and they seem to have a good time on the boat. And later on, back at the house, Liz comes out to see Joellen, and Joellen shows her a video that she got of Brian and the mistress. And she's like, I told Rula I would get the proof. Here's the proof. And we're not seeing it. But Liz is like, oh my God, there's no denying that. So then she has Joellen tell the rest of the girls. And they're all like, Rula needs to be told, but nobody wants to tell her. No one wants to be the bad guy. So, looks like for the next episode, which is tonight, Sunday, which I'm recording this Sunday, looks like Alicia and Bill go to Rula's house for dinner. So, I guess we shall see. I'm still confused about the whole Brian Rula thing, because they were recently on Watch What Happens Live with Andy, and they're still together. So, I don't know what the heck's going on. I'm really enjoying this series, and I hope they come back for another. They're new, but I hope they come back. They've been getting really good reviews. I like all the ladies. With their drama, yeah, and then we kind of see what's going to happen in the future, and it looks like Kelsey and Rosie's alliance doesn't last long because she throws her out. Rosie throws her out of her house. So, all right. Well, that is it for 2 episodes of Rhode Island. I'm going to do the Valley next. Thanks for listening. It's a good show. Check it out on Bravo. Real Housewives of Rhode Island.
We love our Scrappy Peeps. So thank you all for joining us and becoming part of our flock. So please like, subscribe, and share. And if you don't like us, unfortunately, yo mama. But if you do like us, we look forward to seeing you next time on Two Scrappy Chicks.